All right, so fanboys across the interwebs yesterday spurred out when the CEO of Hasbro, Brian Goldner, made the bold claim that Magic has doubled in size over the past 5 years and believes it can double again. Cheerleaders then took that information to insinuate that the game itself has doubled in size. As you can see, here is Tularian Community College. Pack it up, Magic the Gathering is dying. I knew, right? This is a ha-ha. Everyone's saying Magic is dying, and it isn't. Clearly, the man who's in charge of pleasing shareholders and selling stock said things are good. He wouldn't lie, would he? You know, I want, in the interest of doing what most people will do instead of just passing on CEO jargon, I want to show you what the CEO said and then show you data that will make you laugh, that will make you cry, that will make you question why major changes aren't getting done at Wizards of the Coast. Now, you must know, I'm really sick of people watching the video and then getting butthurt that I'm so negative. I try to report facts and dispel hype so that real change can be made at the company that runs the game I love, that you love. And if you enjoy honest reporting, please get into the habit of liking the video and leaving a comment down below. Let's get that going again. I really do appreciate it. And everyone knows there's about 45 or 50 butthurt individuals that follow around every video and they just get so mad. Ugh, ugh. Unseen Media isn't saying everything's all peachy keen. That'll really piss them off. But I want to be on record as saying I want Magic to be successful. You know how companies get successful and continue to be successful? They look at hard data, they look at facts. They don't lie to themselves like many of these pundits are. Many of the people, the ambassadors to the game, are just simply sharing out this information without context and using it as a way to say, well, there's nothing wrong. It's like that dog with the apartment on fire. Let's listen to the actual clip.
Got it. That's helpful. Changing gears a bit, I do want to talk about your gaming portfolio. It's one that you've called in the past one of your most significant opportunities. And we've talked a lot about technology. It's probably not natural for people to think of board games as a significant opportunity in this day and age. So what is it that excites you about your gaming business, and what type of opportunities can we expect in the near future?
Yeah, so look, I think our gaming business is one of the more underappreciated parts of our company, and it's really in a couple different buckets. First is the Wizards of the Coast business, so most notably brands like Magic the Gathering or Dungeons & Dragons. Magic the Gathering is a very big business for us, and it's grown, in fact, doubled in size over the last 5 years. And yet we believe over the next 5 years that brand can double again.
Now, pay attention to what he said. He said it doubled in size. That doesn't mean it's doubled in players. It means probably that they've doubled in profitability, which would make sense because they're saving money clearly on card stock and everything else. With the statement that they think it can double again, that sounds like a crack pipe best case scenario if Arena were to be wildly successful. If they were developing Arena 7 years ago, I might buy that. Unfortunately, they are way late. They are a day late and a dollar short on capitalizing on any new players. They also talked about Arena perhaps reactivating players that are taking some time off. That's a reasonable assumption. I think that's a reasonable goal. But doubling and then doubling again has nothing to do with the player base. What they're probably talking about is licensing. All these mobile games, all these board games, all this crap, Wizards of the Coast makes money. And when Wizards of the Coast makes money, that's good for all of us. Okay, I'm happy about that. But don't let people like this try and insinuate that it's because the player base is growing. And let's also look at, this is straight out of their, we know that in their quarterly report, this is the CEO talking to shareholders, okay? He wouldn't have any reason to fluff it up, right? Even though the quarterly report year over year in Q1 showed that sales were down like 23%. This is public information. This is a hypey CEO of Hasbro versus the reality that we all know, a la show me the receipts, right? We know that it was publicly reported that they were down 22 or 23% year over year. Okay? So what Brian is saying here is bullshit. It's slippery. It's meant to hype people up to get them to invest in the company, right? They're whoring out the license they're selling merch now, they're selling plush, they've got 3, 4, 5 games in the works. They're going to extract more money from the existing player base, and that's good. When Wizards makes money, we all probably, you would hope, win. Now, I want to address the player base thing. Now, certainly, you can even look at just the views on YouTube, okay? With Brian being the top dog, then you have like that second tier, which is like, well, actually 1.5 tiers like Rudy. Then you got guys like the Manosaurus and me, and maybe Desolator. All of our views have pretty much flattened. If Magic had doubled and then, was on this hockey stick growth, Tolarian Community College would be getting 150,000 views per video, 200,000 views per video. Rudy would be growing 100,000 views per video. That's not happening. Everybody's pretty much flat. Okay, so they're not watching. These new Magic players aren't watching. They're not watching YouTube videos. Okay. Are they attending Grand Prix? Now, I did what, well, nobody in this space is willing to do. And that is paid money for data. Okay? This is Grand Prix attendance figures 2013 to current. Okay? This is actual work. All right? What do you think? If Magic has 5x'd in the last 5 years, wouldn't you think that Grand Prix attendance would be crushing it? Let's take a look. Oops. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Last year, Grand Prix attendance was nearly halved what it was in 2014, 2015. Look at that. It has steadily declined since 2014, and in 2017 was by far their worst year ever. At this rate, 2018 to 2019 is going to be down to like 25 to 30,000. So I ask fanboys of the game, do you want to get on board with me and report on the facts and demand changes? Because when you see the Grand Prix attendance like this, what does that tell you? Maybe that's why Grand Prix attendance pricing continues to go up. Maybe that's why Grand Prix prices for vendors continues to go up, because fewer and fewer people are coming through the door. Instead of letting people like Brian and people like Seth blow smoke up your ass, look at the real data, and now we can have a conversation together about how to turn this around. There's obviously a reason people aren't going to Grand Prix. There's a reason people aren't watching YouTube videos. It's because they're leaving the game. They're leaving paper Magic. Okay? They may still play online. They may still, watch video or, collect. They may still collect, but they're not attending Grand Prix. They're not watching YouTube videos. But we can sit here and we could talk about how Jeremy said a mean thing every once in a while. So therefore, the undeniable facts presented in this video are null and void. Or we can have a conversation about how to turn the attendance around at Grand Prix. How we can turn around F&M. Because I don't know if you've attended F&M lately, but it ain't great. The last how many pre-releases, there was a time when pre-release sold out every single time at my LGS. Those days are gone. Okay? So we can continue to stick our head in the sand, or we can look at the numbers we have and have a real conversation with people like Mark Rosewater about fixing the direction of this game.